Hello everyone! I'd like to welcome you to I'm Lost, the 9th segment of the GPS Roadmaps to Success education series. Don't we all at one time or another, and possibly multiple times throughout our lives, feel lost? It's part of the journey, and Marie Clancy of the Northeast chapter is here to give us tips on how to, as a navigation system will tell us, recalculate directions so that we get back on track. Marie wears several professional hats. She is passionate about helping others find tools that will help them enjoy the journey to their goals. She currently represents 3 companies with life-empowering concepts. The first is Send-Out Cards, an amazing, simple system for creating and sending inspiration to others. Another is the 90-Day Health Challenge, which is a nutritional system for creating better health for your body that gives you the energy and discipline to cross the finish line looking good. And the third is Kiron TV, which provides a daily inspiration from a multi-millionaire who coaches others to achieve successful mental focus. It's no wonder that Marie is presenting I'm Lost. She knows how to manage multiple responsibilities and keep from feeling lost. Welcome, Marie.
Thank you, Debbie. I'm excited to be here. I was really intrigued when I heard about the GPS Roadmaps to Success education series because it reminded me of an adventure. As some of you know, I used to drive a tour bus. Each morning when I would greet my passengers, I would often get comments like, "Are you ready for another long day?" Or "How do you keep going?" I felt like they expected me to complain about another grueling day. I loved saying, "Hey, every day is a new adventure and today is going to be exciting." With that one simple response, I could actually see their fatigue disappear. As the summary of this segment says, no one achieves success alone. On your journey, you will be experiencing many adventures, planned and unplanned. The journey will be more fun when you can share it with the team you have built. On our journey to success, we can sometimes lose sight of our goals and feel lost because life happens in ways we do not always expect. It could be something as serious as an illness for you or a loved one, or it could be the discouragement of an exciting prospect that didn't work out. What can you do to keep yourself on track when you feel lost or discouraged? I'm going to share some tools to help you keep your destination in sight. First is the importance of reconnecting with your original goals and passions. Remember why you started on this journey in the first place. Second is connecting with your team for support and encouragement. Third, I'm going to share with you some follow-up ideas to make it easier to get back in gear when it comes to connecting with your clients. Fourth is tracking your progress. I will explore the benefits of having a good tracking system so you remember to celebrate your successes. One reason you may be feeling lost is the lack of a clear roadmap to your destination. It also may be that your journey has taken you in a new direction. Try not to judge where you are right now. Evaluate your current location, revisit your original plan, and choose the best path for your journey right now. So let's get started. I'm going to ask you a few questions. You can be completely honest. I promise I won't tell a soul. Are your goals clearly defined and written down somewhere? If so, do you ever look at them? Do you need any reminders about how to write a SMART goal? Please go back to segment 3 and listen to Spongy's presentation on setting goals. Do you remember what it was that got you started doing what you do? What is the part that you love about it? When you have your goals clearly defined and written out, it makes it easier to get back on track and feel inspired. First, take the time to establish clear goals. Writing a personal or business plan is a great use of your time. Writing your goals out is extremely important because the act of writing it out helps to set it into your subconscious. Reading it at least once a day, as simple as it sounds, can make a big difference in keeping you motivated and on track. Try it for 30 days, tracking your progress, and you will be amazed. I recently did an exercise through one of my coaching programs I use. The goal was to replace the negative thoughts we often tell ourselves with positive thoughts that will inspire us. The assignment was to write out 5 intentions in each of 4 areas of my life: health, money, relationships, and life or personal growth. For health, I wrote, I am achieving restored health by October 1st, 2013. I am desiring nutritious foods for my body. I am motivated to look my best. I deserve to give my body time and attention. I am exercising every day. For money, I wrote, I intend to have a passive income of $4,000 a month by December 1st, 2013. I am contacting 50 people a week to share, connect, and inspire. I intend to meet 2 new people each day. I am finding 1 person each week that I can help to achieve a higher level of purpose in their life. I will be giving back 10% of my income to my financial freedom accounts by July 1st, 2013. For relationships, I wrote, I am enjoying a loving, nurturing marriage. I'm connecting with 1 person a week to build a stronger relationship. I am listening intently to others and remembering their stories. I am asking yes questions. And for life, I am balancing my time daily, giving to God, housework, business, personal growth, and health. I am becoming disciplined in a daily routine. I am reaching goals and celebrating success. I am grateful for each moment. I found it helped my clarity of focus, and reading it each day keeps me on track. It was a great assignment. Second, you want to stay connected with your support team. If you do not have a support team, make that one of your intentions. Rewatch segment 5, Who is Going With You?, in which Debbie Davis shares great insights about creating your team of like-minded individuals. I was raised with a solo mindset, and it has been a big obstacle for me. I wasn't, if you want something done right, do it yourself kind of person. I focused on how much money I was saving, in addition to doing it how I wanted. The problem is you can only do so much by yourself. It's like paddling a canoe. It can be great fun as long as you don't plan to go very far. I do have plans to go far, and I had to learn to change my thinking. Any sailing vessel that is going to go far needs a team, and your team can be a big support when you let them know what your struggles are. If you have a good team, they will be right there to encourage you. They know your strengths and will remind you of your successes. So what do you do if you're like me and you have a mindset that you have to do it myself? Start by asking yourself these questions. Who is an example of someone experiencing the success I'm looking for? Call them and ask to take them to lunch or coffee and ask them about their journey to success. My friend Judy, who is also my sponsor for the 90-Day Challenge, always inspires me because she went from borrowing $200 to buy her kids Christmas gifts to a 6-figure income in just 1 year. Also ask, who in my life do I respect and admire for their accomplishments? Is there someone who I just enjoy spending time with? Pam shared a comment with me that her husband used to say, surround yourself with people who make your number go up. Great advice. Who are the people who make your number go up? Your team can be a great source of energy, motivation, and inspiration. Take some time to cultivate your team and to be a member of their team so you can do the same for them. Now, doesn't that feel good, just thinking of your strengths and successes? You're getting back on track. Third is staying connected with your clients and cultivating your leads. There are many follow-up and tracking systems. Do you have one that's working for you? One simple system is having 31 envelopes or file folders numbered from 1 to 31. Then, as you contact a person, put their name into the corresponding envelope or file for the day you plan to get back in touch with them. It is a great way to start if you do not have a computer option. It also keeps your follow-up time short, which is good, although it can be limiting because it doesn't give you a way to track or organize much information. I like using an Excel program where I can create columns for the information I need. You have a handout, which is an example of the setup I use. I have pretty limited computer skills, so my husband had to show me how to get started. He is a very important part of my team. I'm sure there are more things that can be done with the Excel system, but this works for me. You'll see the columns that I use for different follow-ups. I like how I can see at a glance when I talk with each person last and when the follow-up date is. I keep a spiral notebook with a date at the top of each page to take notes as I talk with each person. This way I can refer back to it when I follow up. When you first meet a person, do your follow-up as soon as possible so the memory is fresh for both of you. Here are a few ideas that have worked for me. An email that night is ideal, or a social media connection. Also carry a few small envelopes with you, and blank cards for people who do not have business cards. When at an event, put all your contacts into one envelope and label it. That way, when you can't get back to them right away, you can at least remember where you met them. I also love the send-out card system for keeping track of client birthdays and anniversaries of client purchases. It is an amazing way to let people know you are thinking about them and how much you care. It is a real time saver for me, and you can even add small gifts to thank customers for continued patronage. It is also inspiring to me when I do something for someone else. Finally, you must celebrate your successes. This is where tracking is so important. Make a habit of tracking your actions that will lead to your goals. Within each goal you create, what are the milestones along the way that help you know you are on track to your destination? On our journey, we will be experiencing feeling lost, frustrated, or just plain tired. Ask yourself, what were the successes along the way? These are the milestones or accomplishments that can be celebrated. Sometimes we even accomplish something that was not a realized goal. A couple years ago, I was at a Blair Singer leadership seminar. He shared his experience in creating a large business. His goal was to create a very large figure income that he wanted to hit by a certain date. He fell short of his goal in that time frame he had established, but because he had developed the habit of asking himself what he learned as he got to each goal deadline, he found in this instance he had something even more important to celebrate. Even though his business was not as successful as he wanted it, it was successful, and his father had mentioned that he was very proud of his success. When he looked back on his life, he realized that making his father proud had always been an underlying goal that had caused him to push himself very hard. What he gained from that goal was much more important than the dollar value goal he had first given himself. Since then, that story has inspired me to look back and ask myself what I learned from each experience and not to look at experiences as a success or failure. Remember, there are no mistakes, only learning experiences. Everything happens just as it should. Find a way to track your actions. Create a daily routine that will help you do things out of habit. It will make getting back on track easier. Give yourself clear short-term and long-term goals with end dates. One of the handouts that you have, hopefully printed out, is an example of a tracking system that I use. I listed some different goals. I have goals of contacting 10 people 5 days a week, with 2 of them being new people. I have a goal of helping one person each week by finding a tool that can help them transform their life using one of my 3 businesses. It takes work to track your actions, but you cannot improve what you do not track. Life does get in the way, so learn to celebrate small and large successes and celebrate with your team. It reinforces that sense of accomplishment and will bring more success your way. Personally, the last few months have not been easy for me. I've been struggling with medical issues that have kept me from focusing on my business. I've not been able to do the tracking and follow-up I would like to be doing. My focus has been on getting my health under control. While I am healing, I try to read my intentions and goals daily to remind me where I want to be at the end of the year. I'm laying the groundwork for building a strong team. I'm so grateful to have friends that have been there to encourage and help. It's been a time of learning and growing for me. I've read some great books. One is 25 Ways to Win with People by John C. Maxwell. Also, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy are a few that have helped me to stay focused on the big picture and what I can do better as I get back on track. I'm feeling better each day and excited to get back to my goal plan. So even though my journey is not as I expected it to be, I am back on the road, re-energized and ready to pursue my goal and passions. In looking back, what have I learned? I've learned life has to be balanced. Have goals in all areas of your life, your business, your health, your relationships, and your faith or life purpose. They all need focus, time, and maintenance. Visualize the ideal and have personal improvement goals to help you get there. Stay in some kind of action and celebrate each step. First, make sure your goals are clear. Write them out and read them daily. Revise, reclarify, and reignite your goals. Second, remember no one achieves success alone. Connect with your support team. Let them be there for you and make sure you are there for them. Third, have a good follow-up and tracking system that will help you get back into action quickly. It will also help you stay out of the rut of non-productive activity. Fourth, track, celebrate, and reward yourself. Is there a new outfit or piece of jewelry you want? Maybe a new business tool or a special night out. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and what we focus on makes the difference. We all get lost from time to time. It is a part of everyone's journey. I hope that these ideas will help you get refocused and back on track as quickly as possible.
Thank you so much, Marie.
Oh,
that
you're
was
welcome.
wonderful insights.
Thank you.
I don't feel lost anymore. I do have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Thinking about when you were talking, being involved in 3 businesses must keep you very busy. How do you prioritize your time?
I love meeting people and listening to their interests. I try to find out what they need so that I hopefully have a tool that will help them get to where they'd like to go. And I choose a tool according to what their needs are.
Okay, based on your 3 businesses, and that means you're a good listener and you listen to what their needs are.
Thank you.
When you use Sendout Cards, which is a great company, by the way, what are some of the little gifts that you send out to clients, and how do you get personal info like birthdays and anniversary dates?
I love sending out the candy and the fruit and nut mixes. They come in small packages. There's also inspirational items, books. There's many things to choose from $10 up to $100. And then on the birthdays, I like telling people I love to stay connected using the Sendout Card system, which reminds me about birthdays. I let them know that all I need is the month and the day. I don't need the year. That way they know it's not real personal information.
That's good. That's good.
And I don't ask for anniversaries. I send people cards on anniversaries of when they purchase something. That way I can let them know how much I appreciate their business through the year.
So much more personal connection than an email or even a text.
Yeah, it sits on the shelf. They remember it. They think of you.
Exactly, exactly. Tell me what your biggest takeaway was from the 3 books that you recently read as it pertains to getting one's life back on track after getting lost.
Okay, yes, they were great books. There are many great books out there. These just happen to be the ones that I read recently. And I love John Maxwell. He has a way of pulling out the best in each person. And GPS has a lot of people who have that quality, and I love being a part of GPS because of that. He had a quote about how ourselves are our biggest asset, and I loved that because I have a tendency, I think we all have a tendency to look at our weaknesses, and he shows us how to look at our strengths, and I think that's really important.
It is. It's hugely important.
And then the magic of thinking big will really put power in your thinking when you think big. And he has some really easy ways to help you focus on the big picture, see yourself a part of that big picture, and visualize what you want to be. And then the compound effect, Darren Hardy is just all about disciplining your life. He shows what a difference it can make when you add simple habits to your daily routine on a consistent basis. Will make a big difference later in your life.
That's great. Okay, thank you so much, Marie.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
Your insights will certainly help us all to recalculate and get back on track when we're lost. Please feel free to reach out to Marie directly with any and all questions you may have. We do ask that you fill out the segment evaluation sheet that's one of the downloads from the website and get it back to us. Your input is so important. In our next segment, we finally get to take a rest stop. Dr. Debbie Thompson will be sharing insights with us about meditation, relaxation, and movement that will help us reduce our stress levels, increase our energy, gain clarity, and put an extra get in our Getty Up. Dr. Debbie has worked with thousands of patients since 1993. She practices in Peoria, Arizona as a chiropractor and lifetime wellness educator. She completed her undergraduate studies at Colorado State University and the University of Colorado. She graduated with a doctorate of chiropractic and Bachelor of Science in Human Biology from Western States Chiropractic College in Portland, Oregon. Personally and within her own practice, she focuses on simple, gentle ways for assisting your body to heal far beyond what you thought was possible, and passionately shares the simplicity of what she has learned through her clinical and own life experiences. Please join us next month for another life-empowering segment of the GPS Roadmaps to Success education series.